Hey friends, welcome to Dollar Tree Christmas Houses, hosted by Krista's Crafty Life and Craftastic DIYs. Links to both hosts and the playlist will be in the description box. Let's get crafting. For my first house DIY, I have nutmeg brown, one of the shorter of the house shelves from Dollar Tree, some candy pieces from Amazon, some Christmas wood shapes from Dollar Tree, candy cane cording from Dollar General, some candy stripe wrapping paper from Dollar Tree, and giant craft sticks. So to start, I'm just going to go ahead and get the back portion of the house traced out onto the wrapping paper so I can get it glued down. With my paper down, I'm using the giant craft stick, and I want to get a measure of where I need to cut so I can make a shelf. So I have a 2-story little faux gingerbread house for my little wooden figures. With my box painted and all glued back together, I'm using white 3D puff paint that I found at Walmart just to cover a bit of the roof line on the front and in the center. And then I'm using a white paint marker to add the little faux icing portion to all of my little wooden gingerbread men. And then I'll use that same paint marker to add faux scalloped frosting on the top of the house box as well. I'm adding Aleene's tacky glue around the front of the house and then peppermint cording that I found at Dollar General just to add to more of that gingerbread and peppermint look. And I don't have any faux gumdrops, so I'm using these faux gummy hearts that I found on Amazon. I will have them linked in the description box and just hot gluing them to the top. With the paint complete on all of these little trees, I'm adding a faux icing detail to them. And I found these at Dollar Tree recently. I think they're super adorable. And then to add a sugary glittery effect, I'm using Extreme Glitter from Folk Art, and I apply that same thing to all of the little trees and to the top of the rest of the roof as well. And I'm just going to hot glue all of my little mini suites into each level of this little gingerbread house. These little house-shaped boxes are so cute if you want to add a little element of Christmas cheer to your desk or a small area in your home. So adorable. For my second Dollar Tree house, I have a little bit taller of one of the house shelves, some Disney figurines, wooden blocks, red paint, Hobby Lobby craft paper, and some trees from Dollar General. So first I'm going to go ahead and get this separated and get my house painted bright red. And just repeating the same steps that I took for the first house, tracing out the back and gluing it on with the glue stick and adding a little shelf. And then I'm adding just a bit of gloss Mod Podge to the top of the house and then sprinkle faux snow I found at Dollar Tree. Instead of using the puff paint on this, I want to give it just a different look. And now I want to start to get my characters assembled to see exactly which level I'm going to put each one and what little embellishments I'm going to add to them. So Mickey and Minnie will be on the first floor with the tree, and then Pluto and Donald can be on the second floor. And I want to add a couple of gifts to the house. So I just painted a couple of the Dollar Tree wooden cubes in traditional Christmas colors, and then a few of the Dollar Tree beads. I add some little dots and swirls to make them look like ornaments, and then I use a piece of berry garland to hot glue inside so that it looks like a little hanger. And now it's time to get everyone set up inside Mickey's little Christmas house. And then just one final element to really make this the House of Mouse. I'm taking 3 Dollar Tree beads in green and gluing them together so they resemble the silhouette of Mickey's head, and then hot glue them to the top of my Christmas house, and that is it. Okay, to get this house started, I've got real brown, 2 different colors of lavender, wood planks, 2 of the house-shaped signs, a 3-in-1 wooden board game, wooden dowels, and some lightweight spackling. I'm also going to use my Dremel tool. This is just to get it started. I'm going to have various little embellishments that I'll add in as they come to mind. So I decide which of these will be the front piece, and I decide the one where the door is really standing out. So I go ahead and get my Dremel and I start cutting out all of the second floor windows, part of the door, and the top portion of the first floor windows. I want windows on either side of the house, so I start out by using this little mini crate, and then I end up making some adjustments. I make some lines at the top to cut out some little holes at the top, kind of like the front portion of the house, and then I end up making the bottom portion of the window just a little bit shorter, and that area will just be painted in yellow anyway. And then once I get it cut out, I'm using just an emery board just to smooth out those cut pieces. To get this assembled, I'm using Gorilla wood glue. Aleene's tacky glue works well, and if you only have hot glue, that's fine, but over time it won't hold up the way a wood glue would. So I'm just starting with either of the side pieces, and then I add things to hold them up while the glue fully sets, and then I add the back portion of the house. So this wooden game board, cutting it down the middle makes it the right size for the roof for these little Dollar Tree houses. So I'm just going to make an initial score with this razor, and then I'm going to go back with the Dremel to just go ahead and cut through. With the game board cut in half, I'm going to measure to see where I need to cut for the length, because they are just a bit too long. They'll be hanging down too far on the roof. I'm going to get it marked off and then use my Dremel to cut it. With my pieces cut, I do a dry fit to double check that I have them cut correctly, and then I add the wood glue, and then I add a bit of tape to help stabilize the first half of the roof. And then once it's stable, I go underneath and I add on the underside a bit of hot glue just to help it stay up until that wood glue fully sets. And then on the opposite side, I do the same thing, adding my wood glue, and then I add a little hot glue at the very top to help join the two pieces of the roof together. To cover the roof, I want to do something really fun and delicious looking, like a really fantasy type gingerbread house. So I'm going to add Snow White, lavender sachet, and light lavender. Mix it all up with Red Devil spackling. And I do end up using almost all of the spackle from the container, and I smooth this on so it looks like a just like delicious frosting on the roof. While this faux frosting is still wet, I'm going to go ahead and set my little gummy hearts on the top. And I'm not sure if they would fully stay in, but at least I would have the indentation. So if they popped out, I could just add a little glue and then place them back in. And then my little faux gummies will go all along the front side of the roof line. The game pieces that came in the box with the board, I painted those with some Snow White, and I'm going to also add a bit of white around the trim area of the front of the house. And then I'm going to take a red paint pen and add some little lines, so these little game pieces are now faux starlight mints, and I'll add those all along the bottom of the gingerbread house. Using Dollar Tree dowel rods, I've snipped 2 of them so that I have peppermint along the side and 1 to go lengthwise along the front. And I'm going to twist on some curling ribbon that I also found at Dollar Tree, so I have a nice candy cane look in the front. And if you find those Dollar Tree red and white straws, you can use those as well. I'm just using the dowel rods because over time the wood will hold up better than those paper straws. To really give a nice fluffy frosted look around the windows, I'm using puffy paint that I found at Walmart. To accentuate the little wreath on the front door, I'm using green and red puff paint that I found at Dollar Tree. I had 3 faux starlight mints left, so I go ahead and just add those 3 to the top around that top window. And then just to add a bit more of a 3D fluffy frosting at the bottom around the little faux starlight mints. And I'm adding Aleene's tacky glue around each of the side windows that I made, and then I'll add red and white twine from Dollar Tree just to give it a little bit more of a peppermint-like embellishment. And finally, I'm adding extreme glitter from Folk Art to all of my candy and frosted areas so it has a really sugary sparkle. And here is my completed gingerbread house. I'm really loving the look of the glistening lavender roof, the peppermint candy cane effects, the little faux gummies, the glistening look to the frosting. I love it all, really pretty. I'll add a link in the description box to some different gingerbread houses that I've made and a few ski lodges using this same hanging plaque. And here is the flashing candlestick that Dollar Tree sells. This is a lighting option if you make one of these, as well as the color change tea lights and the little tree on the side that has a color change effect. There's different types of lighting options that Dollar Tree does offer. I think it turned out so cute. And then here's my Disney house. So cute. We are big Disney fans in this house. And then last but not least, the little gingerbread house. So adorable. I'll have a link to all of the pieces that I found on Amazon, these little donuts and cakes, along with the faux gummies. If you're not already subscribed, please consider subscribing. It's totally free. I'll have a link to the playlist and to Krista's Crafty Life and Craftastic DIYs in the description box as well. Thanks for watching. I appreciate each and every one of you. Have a happy holiday.